Hello, everyone. How you doing? How you doing?
Golden evening,
Why
golden
did
evening.
my otter
Hello.
not jump in here? Hey, hi everyone. How y'all doing?
All right, much better.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm at the studio and my internet is a little weak. It's acting weird. It seemed like it was okay, but it just told me unstable. So for any point you can't hear me, please let me know if you see my mouth moving and you don't hear me. Uh, write it in the chat so I know that
Okay. And
you
we just saw
cannot hear
your
me. All right,
picture.
so I see
Saw your
me. I don't see
picture.
anyone else. I guess I think I might be the only one. What picture?
The one that you posted that Xandra took years
Which one?
ago. The one of the studio that she moved
Oh
into,
gosh.
the first one.
Yes. Can you believe that?
Right. Congratulations.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Thank you. I look at those things and I'm like, I cannot believe that I mean, that was 10 years ago, Shashan. 10 years. It's
Awesome.
bananas, but amazing. I'm so grateful. So grateful. All right, peeps. I'm trying to get my otter in here as always, but recording, so we're safe. So, all right. So let's get into it. Happy day, everyone. I hope you all are amazing. Getting excited for the close of the year and getting ready to go into a new year. Like I feel like that's like the theme of December. Family, fun, fellowship, resetting, reflecting, like preparing for renew. I don't know, something about the end of the year. It's like, but at the same time, I also don't want to put like a whole bunch of pressure on the end of the year because I feel like that's what a lot of people do. So I really want it to be more of an internal experience as opposed to um the pressure of like doing everything that everybody thinks that we should do and us taking the time to finally consider what we want to do. So that's kind of like the energy I want to go into. I want to kind of ride through December and into January. So just catch me up. Who's doing what? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me?
Well, I can hear you. I'm sorry.
Y'all just being shy?
I speak.
Okay.
I haven't done
All right.
anything. I haven't done anything because I was terribly under the weather. But now that I'm back on my feet, I'm gonna work on what you and I spoke about, which is the
I'm glad
video.
you're feeling better.
Thank you. Which is the video part of the what do I call it? The beginner guide, the freebie.
Course. The-
Yes, the freebie course. I'm gonna work on those videos
Okay.
over the weekend, because I think at the top of the year is where I can have a big push on that because at the beginning of the year people trying different things and I can open that up to the public and then
Mm-hmm.
um add the courses on. So that's where I'm at now that I'm feeling better. I can get back to where I left off at.
Right. And Shashan, what does your regular content uh look like? Like your regular content production or process? I know you're big on TikTok, but what do you like? How many times a week are you posting, and what is your content usually? Like, is it all around journaling?
Half of it is journaling and half of it is self-care. Honestly, I fell off with content just all across the board. So
Hmm.
it used to be making the journals and then self-care and then journal prompt, journal writing. Those are my three content pillars.
Okay, journal prompt, journal writing. Because I'm just thinking as you prepare for the freebie or what, and even the course,
Mm-hmm.
I would start looking at the course because the freebie could leads into the course. So I would look at the course,
Right. Mm-hmm.
like what are the main objectives of the course and like the outcomes of them taking the course, and then kind of think about like how do they prepare for that, so that way all your content is preparing them for the course to be the next step, almost
Okay.
almost like your challenge, right? In a way your challenge was kind of preparing them for the course because the course is supposed to come right after the challenge, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure that like if you're going to produce, and this is for all of us, if we're creating content, we want to make sure the content is leading people somewhere, you know, so that they feel like as they're consuming your content, it's like, okay, this is the next natural step to take. Or they start to think like, how can I learn how to do this? Or I want to be more like her. And then the other advice I have for you, and I haven't looked at a lot of your content recently because I haven't been on social recently because I've been here and doing this, is bringing the same thing I said about the actual course and like all the content and for the freebie and the course is to bring in you know, bring some more human aspect into it. So that means
Right.
kind of stepping out a little bit and sharing a little bit more of like your personality and maybe a personal story or two. Maybe a little, you know, like the post you just read about me. That was a personal story, right? So while it triggers emotion, right? And I'm talking about my emotion, and I wrote it to trigger your emotion on purpose without being a jerk. Because there's a way we can like trigger people. Wrote the post. Like I said, with something around like most parents would never. Am I back?
Yeah, back.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, that one line that said most parents would never consider, or most parents wouldn't think, or something about most parents. So that's the triggering line in there. So it's like, oh, you know, like don't tell me. So that's designed to make you stop and think, am I that parent? Which parent am I? Would I take the risk? Right. So, and then also sharing a little bit about my daughter and telling a little bit about the story and about, you know, something that my mom said. Like, so however you can infuse the human or you as your personality and in real life into your content, the more it's going to land and people are going to lean closer to you and really want to learn more from you. You know, so the idea of our content, it's supposed to um make people feel something, and one of the strongest emotions is either people some of the strongest emotions are people either really hate it or they don't like it, or they have the strong opinion of like, I don't like her, I don't like that, you know, this makes me mad, you know, or oh my god, this does something to me and I don't know what it is, but I can only watch these videos at night because I'm embarrassed. Or it's like parenting. You like watching parenting videos. Like that's why Raising a Mogul took so long to actually, it's hard for us to grow a community, believe it or not, because if you're in our group, it's almost like saying, I don't know how to do something. And as a parent, a lot of us are very arrogant and we have egos. And it's like, don't tell me what to do with my kids. Right. It's like, don't, who are you to tell me how to raise my kid? Okay. So I have to be very careful with how I say things. So because I know people's emotion, I don't want them to be mad at me because that's an easy emotion. I want them to do the other thing, is to start to lean in and start to see themselves in me. And not that I almost want to say we want them to want to be us. That sounds egotistical or yucky kind of, but that's really what it is, right? That's what celebrity is, you know? So just something to think about.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to the humanizing everything, are you saying that I should um create content and video and audio of me doing the thing that I want them to do, or just me on a personal level, or like what do you mean by humanizing it?
I mean, both. I mean,
Okay.
showing them seeing. I know your TikTok people, you show up on TikTok, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, so like talking, I don't know how much you talk about why you decided to journal. Like, have you talked about your journaling story? Like, what is this?
No.
What got you here? Why? What did journaling save you from? What did journaling bring you to? Right? Did you
Mhm.
ever want to give up on journaling? I journal because I'm working through this, and that, right? Somebody told me that I was never going to, or that this was stupid, and this is how I work through it. Whatever challenge, whatever valley moment we have. I feel like, and I almost wrote a post about this today. I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in the drafts in my phone, but it was about how we as entrepreneurs, actually, you know what? I did write it and I scheduled it for tomorrow. It talks about the ugly part of entrepreneurship and how we share like the hero moments, the excitement moments, the top of the mountain moments, but we don't share the valley moments. And we shun people that share the valley moments, because a lot of people, when they share the valley moments, it's a manipulative way. It's like, oh, I'm so sad. oh, it's so bad, give me money, here's my Cash App, right? So we're like, we repel that because we like, ugh, that's so disgusting, I would never. We judge it immediately, right? So because we have such a harsh emotion to that, we don't we innately don't feel comfortable sharing our trials and tribulations, right? Because we don't want to be judged. We don't want people to think that we're less than or whatever it is, even though it's a part of the human experience, right? But what I've discovered is that anytime we share um, the real, people see themselves in us. They're like, oh, I'm going exactly through that, right? My son is very similar. I thought that too. Oh, I remember feeling that way. Or my mother, oh my God, is just like that. You know, whatever it is, that's how you find your people, right? So we need to think about, and that can come from what made you get here. You know what I mean? So like if I was, I mean, Patrice
Mm-hmm.
isn't here this evening, but if I was to start a course on how to fall back in love after divorce twice, I can write a book on it. But I can't just talk about the love part and be like, see, I'm engaged, put a ring on it. And I mean, I could build a platform and it'd be all fluffy and dumb. But for real, the real human people like us are going to be like, girl, but can you tell us why I got divorced in the first place? Right? Like, go back to the beginning. Like, we missing a part, you know? So, does that make sense?
It
So to answer your
does.
question, it's and both. It's all of it. Anything that you feel
Okay.
comfortable sharing, even if it's just a post with a picture, like a written post with a photo. It doesn't have to be you be like a YouTube. I mean, we have some I've seen YouTubers lately, because I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube, and they're like, I'm gonna tell you my whole life story, and it's gonna be a documentary. So have tea and coffee because it's gonna take an hour, and there's crying and screaming and all the things. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, right? So it's like whatever is authentic to you, for real. And that might feel funny because you're like, authentic to me is to not talk about it, Tamara.
Right.
So it's like, how do we stretch ourselves a little bit, but still be in alignment? You know what I mean? And it's okay to
Mm-hmm.
move the goalposts as you get more comfortable. You be like, oh, that felt yucky, but no one died. It was okay. And guess what? People are starting to pay attention. And it's not like we're doing it for attention, but we're doing it so that we can truly bring people through this transformation. That's the whole point of all of us are in business and doing the thing we're doing because we're hoping for a transformation. We're hoping to bring joy into people's lives, teach people something new, to get them to see things a different way, get them to experience something amazing, get them from here to here. Whatever your business is, the goal is transformation, right? Experience. So it's hard to sell transformation when you never talk about your
Your
transformation.
transformation. Right. Okay. It feels honest, but that makes sense.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can do it.
I hope so.
Got this.
Yes.
All right. Who's next? Need to charge this loud. Hey, Tashanta. Tashanta's on camera with me, y'all. We have Nicole, April. Hey, April. Taquin is here. All right. What does everybody else have going on? What's your focus for the end of December? You tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. As we for the rest of December, excuse me. We're not at the end yet. Is everybody on break? That's okay.
I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I thought I was still on mute. I'm driving. That's why I don't have my camera on. Goals, just to get my lead magnet up. I'm reviewing those emails now. Dale has this STEM presentation he has to do, so that's been sucking up all my time outside of work and getting ready for the fashion show we're doing on Saturday. So it's just been a lot going on. But I've started reviewing the email sequences and making updates. So that's going to be up very soon. And then you already know you and I are working on seeing how to get the website set up to do the bundle to get that out there to
Yes.
the world.
Yes. That's the next big thing. I'm working on it. I saw you came back to me when then I left you.
Yes. But I
Me and
wanted to
Taco are
shout out
playing boxer tag.
Young Vocal Speaker Academy. So Dale is working on a team for this STEM presentation, and on their last call, they had a Zoom call, and they had a couple of executives from the organization on the call, helping them get their presentation together. And he was talking to them about pitching, and he asked if anybody wanted to do a pitch of their product. And Dale got up and nailed it. I was like, "Go, Dale!"
What? At some point, we're gonna not be surprised by our kids anymore.
Right?
And guess when that happens? I don't know because I haven't gotten there yet. That's so exciting. Seriously, just sometimes my child opens her mouth and I'm like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, I forgot.
The parents haven't been included in the meeting, so I didn't even know what this device was that they came up with. So when he said raise his hand, I'm over there. I said, "You know what you're gonna say?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right."
All right. I love it. That's great. That is so good. Taquin, you got some good stuff going on. Taquin's about to do her book launch soon.
Yes,
In
February 3rd.
person at a bookstore, real in-person book launch. It's going to be amazing. Meet the author.
I'm excited.
With photos and all the things.
Yes, so
absolutely.
I'm actually gonna have a friend take a few photos of me because I don't really have any.
Well, if mom had taken some photos at RamCon, I don't think you did one photo by yourself, did you?
I didn't.
Nope. A lot of moms did that. I noticed it. I was looking at the photos and I was like, next year, we're going to have somebody there. I'm going to have somebody just, well, we were supposed to. LaShawn was actually supposed to be just on photos to make sure that, to force the moms, to force the parents in general to take photos by themselves and make sure everyone got their individual shots. And then LaShawn ended up coming in the room and coaching. But yeah, so next year I already identified that. Me, the team, we talked about it. I was like, you see these people hiding behind the kids?
Yep, exactly right.
Yep. That's cool. Tashanta and Shoshana in the comments, they said congratulations. And Sharika, hey Sharika, Sharika just came on. Awesome. So what else you got, Taquin?
That's it for right now. Like I said, I just need to get through this next week, and then I'll get back focused.
Yeah, that's fine. But guess what? I mean, we have, and I had to have this conversation with myself, you guys, this week. Is like, because I have all of these things that I want to do that I was like, I'm going to do. And then stuff happens. My house is sick. I've been wearing a mask because I cannot get sick. I'm like, I cannot be sick so I'm wearing a mask around the people that I live with and at the foundry because there's a whole bunch of kids there and whatever. And I'm like, I cannot be sick. I just can't have too many things to do. So I was like, I'm protecting myself from the world. But anyways, like Jimmy wasn't feeling good. Xandra was sick for a week. And it's like, what are you going to do? Life happens. So, and it's the same. And I'm sharing this with you because I was I had this list, and sometimes we have a list and like things are going and you're cranking things out and you have 2 good weeks of like production and I'm bouncing, I'm doing all the things and it's working. And then all of a sudden something breaks. And that break could be someone gets sick. The car tire blows, or you realize you ran out of dog food like I did 2 days ago and was like, Googling, what can you feed a little dog that won't kill them? So I scrambled eggs and made white rice for my dogs. How did I run out of dog food? Who does that, right? I have bougie dogs, so they eat like this fancy food, but I couldn't believe I ran out of the food. It never happens. It all happens in the last week. So everyone's sick. The dogs have no food. And all the other things happened. So I just had to think about it in the last 2 days. I was like, I have to accept the fact that I'm not going to get all of this done. So how do I look at everything that's on the list, that's on my calendar, that's in my head and my heart, write it all out and make a good, healthy decision for me? And notice I didn't say good decision, best decision. I say good, healthy, or I could say best, healthy. Healthy has to be a part of it because healthy means still allow me to sleep, eat, feed the dogs, feed the kids, stay alive, make sure I have gas in the car and I don't get stranded, take the car in, you know, whatever the normal things that we have to do to keep life going. And still at the end of the week, month, top of the year, whatever the milestone is, still be really proud of myself and feel like I still did the thing. So I feel like we all need to take that assessment and really think about it. It's like I had this idea and it didn't work, but what if I can just get used to a new idea? What if I can just move the goalpost a little bit forwards or backwards and be excited about that? You know what I mean? And be okay with that and analyze that and be like, okay, I'm here now. How do I make the best out of this current situation right now? Sharika, she's you at the boys' winter concert and her ears hurt. Oh my gosh, are they singing or is this music instruments? What is this? Probably holiday songs, I'm guessing. I don't know. But anyways, is anybody else feeling that in December? Feeling that the pressure or the burn of like, it's the end of the year. And if I go back and look at my old notebook, I said I would have already lost 50,000 pounds and I'd be a vegan and I would have whatever. I don't know. What other unrealistic things we tell ourselves? Tashanti, you're shaking your head no. You're right where you're supposed to be.
No, I didn't put pressure on myself this year. I'm just taking things day by day. Just relaxing and just, you know, just chill, no pressure. I didn't want to put no pressure on myself. I just want to be in the moment of the holiday season. Because I remember I did that years ago. I worked all the way till Christmas Eve. I said I would never, ever do that again, ever. So I purposely take time off before it so I could make sure I be in the season and all that. But I didn't want to put pressure this year on myself.
Good. I love it. Yeah. I definitely had some pressure. It wasn't like years before, but I had some hard stops, some deadlines, and I was just like, I got to get these things done. And now I'm just like, what happens if I don't get these things done? It's still going to be great because I say so. Definitely a mindset. It's the mindset thing. The mindset is a big part of all of these things, you know. April Nicole, Sharika is at a concert. She can't talk, so maybe she can't talk. April Nicole, what's going on?
I'm still in the process just making product. We started with the nail polish and we're using we tried to use the funnel that came with it. I did my first tester, then realized I have to buy extra because it's one-time use. And then I got these really cute kids bottled, but the funnel don't really fit.
Because the bottles are too small?
Yes.
You can use a squeeze bottle.
You mean like we use for food?
Yes, you can use something like that. You can use a clear
Okay.
one, so that you'd be able to see the nail polish actually being mixed. So because you could shake it, you could use just a squeeze
You
bottle.
mean tall one?
Like what you would put mustard or
The
ketchup in, but a
condiment.
clear one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a couple on the shelf. I was gonna go get it and show it to you, but you
Yeah,
got a visual of it?
Yeah, I end up using a syringe. So it's just still a process, working out the kinks of how to do this, how to actually get the everything into the tubes and bottles.
April, do you have specific questions around that? Because what I would suggest you do is so that we can, let's outsource, because I would love to cut this process. And I think what you're doing is very necessary, and I think we talked about that before in regards to the troubleshooting of the production process. Like that's all a part of the product development process, so you need to be doing what you're doing, but maybe some of the things we can probably cut down some of the timeline for it. So if you could make a post in the community, in the big Facebook group, and then for I mean, I could think of like 3 people that could help you with the nail polish thing, and maybe they have some ideas. I mean, we already know Tashanta knows all the nail polish stuff, but maybe there's some other people that could support you as well, and
Yeah, that would be
post
good.
links to things. They can post links to things that they've tried, and you can kind of like, troubleshoot on a post. So that I just for me, while this is all necessary and we have to spend money to make money, I don't want you to buy lots more things if we don't have someone that in real life that can tell us if they've used it, maybe we
You know,
can.
that makes
Does
sense.
that make sense?
No, it does,
Yeah, so
because
make,
I'm on my second batch of nail polish bottles. I first was just a basic like adult style, then I found these cute ones, but I ordered labels to print. And now I don't think the labels, the blank labels I order is going to fit on the cute kids nail polish bottles.
oh
So
gosh.
now I'm like, okay, how I'm gonna get the name on these, no, on these small cute kids nail
So
polish
these like
bottles.
little tiny baby ones,
Yeah,
or
let me
like,
show you. Let me go get it for you.
yeah. I think I have an idea of which one, what size we're talking. Nicole, you good? April walked away.
Yeah, I walked away. I had to go. Let me turn the camera on.
Y'all know it's like in the middle of the night for Nicole.
Can you see?
No, I see. It's
Oh,
just black.
okay.
Oh, there you are. Oh, those are cute. It's a heart.
Yeah, these are two different
Okay.
shapes of hearts. It's 4 different shapes. Like this one.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that one looks bigger. The one on your left,
This
that's a
one.
bigger bottle. Yeah, that looks
Yes.
like a bigger bottle, right?
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
they're 5 mLs. But before I was just doing regular round bottle, so I got just regular rectangle labels to go around, but that won't work on these shape bottles. So I
No, it
saw,
won't.
no,
It
but I
won't.
saw, and like these are different sizes. I saw Disney had a label around this part, so I was going to do in this part. So I think I just have to get different size labels like to go on this one. Because like these two different are two, the wands are 2 different sizes. This.
Yeah, so I think my advice would be first thing is to make the first post about the nail polish production, ask your questions, and then me, Tashanta, whoever else on here that knows who the nail polish parents are, we can tag people and then we can just start having that conversation on the thread. I think that'd be great. Then I think we have then you do a separate post about the labels, because there's some people that know labels that might not necessarily, they'll be like, oh, I buy labels from this place and I know whatever, so I think that would be helpful. The other thing is I really want you to decide. It's like, for me, if we think about the production process, it's like, which bottles and tops do we want first, right? So let's get our bottles and tops down first and make sure you're happy with them. So if it's going to be all the cute shapes, that's fine. But which size? Because I know it's a different size. Because when you start ordering labels, it's okay to start and order and print them at home, but you don't want to print multiple size labels. You just want to print a sheet of 100 labels and just have them there. And it's like, these are our 3 colors or our 3 names. We have Galaxy Purple, Galaxy Pink, and Galaxy Yellow. We print 100 of each label. And then we start, it turns into more of a production. So I want you to think about like the process of doing so many, kind of like how we were talking last week with Reese, when I told her, you need to like, you cannot have all these color combinations. Like, it's going to kill you when it's time to mass produce anything. And it's going to be very confusing. Even if you have 5 orders, it's annoying to have so many different things to think about, as opposed to being like, these are the 3 things we sell. So either the order can't get any more complicated than one of these 3 things, or all of these 3 things, or 2 of these 3 things, right? So just, I want you to think about that. So like, I would test the bottles, send them, like take them on a test run, make the colors in the bottles and be like, well, and then maybe you could do like a focus group, take pictures of them. The focus group could be virtual, or it could be her friends at school, or one of your community groups, or wherever, church, I don't know, wherever you go with other parents and kids. You can do something fun and see which colors they resonate with. Since we're talking about nail polish shows, yeah, which colors they resonate with, which names they resonate with, and which bottle shapes make sense to them. Because you might discover they don't care what the bottle shape like, or they want all stars. You know what I mean? So that way you can kind of streamline the process and only order. Because I wanted you to get to the point where it's like, for us, it's like, this is our packaging. Like, this is it. Like, we'll never buy another lip balm tube. This is it. I mean, and this isn't even our lip balm tube. I made this because this is mine. It's white. Our lip balm tubes are white. But it's like, whatever Xandra, here's a lotion bottle. It's not going to change. This is it. Like it took us maybe 3 months to find this bottle because we started with a whole lot of other bottles, but this is the bottle and this is always going to be the top. And I
Okay.
have 3 vendors that I can get this bottle from, 3 vendors I can get this top from. It's never going to change. So we buy thousands and thousands of labels, but they fit this bottle. So even though this is the lotion, when we decided to make the vegan body wash, the bamboo black wash, anything else that comes in a bottle, it's still this bottle. The only thing that changes is the label. So that way I can order 20,000 of these bottles and I don't need different shapes or square ones or whatever, because it just saves me money and it takes time. It saves me time and brain space because it's just simple, you know? So I just want you to start thinking about that
Okay, yeah,
for
that makes sense.
as you move forward. You know what I mean? So when you look at all the different nail polishes, like, do we want the smaller ones or do we want the larger ones? Which ones do we want to start with? And if we're not sure, and Jedi's like, I love them all, then that's when we need to do a focus group and we need to get our community to tell us, or our customer to tell us which one makes sense, because you might be paying 3 cents more for the star shaped one, just as an example, and they don't even care. You know what I mean? Or they'd rather have the one that's cheaper. You don't know, you know?
Yeah,
The
that's
other
true.
thing that can do, the other thing, April, is when you have people test it in front of you, you can also, give some away and ask them to try it and test it. Because with nail polish, it's very important, as far as I know. Tashanta, correct me if I'm wrong. It's very similar to like this pump bottle. Pump whatever. I needed to make sure I bought a high quality one, not the most expensive one. And I didn't need to get a fancy one that's Brits and like all the things that you see on the shelves. Those were too expensive. I still just wanted an inexpensive pump, but I had to try 3 different ones to make sure it didn't fall apart after being on someone's dresser for 6 months. So I know nail polish, things like the twist top, the tube, the wand, is it the wand, can come
Yes.
apart from the screw top, right? Or the bristles can shed. So like those are the other things I would say look out for. Shashan says, what are the ages of the girls the polish is for?
I'm thinking from probably 5, 6 to probably 12.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking the shape bottles, definitely maybe 5 and 6 will love those, but a 12-year-old is not going to, because the 12-year-old is wanting to get into Victoria's Secret and look
Oh,
at
that's true.
panties that are not for her. I always use Victoria's Secret as an example because I remember when my child was 12 and I was like, you are not wearing pink. What are you talking about? Victoria's Secret? Why would we ever go in that store? And that's what the 12-year-olds were shopping like they were 18, right? So the girls,
Okay.
as they get that certain age, they're shopping up. You know what I mean? They're buying up. So
Okay,
you
so
want to think
maybe I
about that.
should have some shape bottles and some regular, just round bottles then for the older kids.
Yeah. So, or you can do square, but there's so many bottles, which I know you know, but I definitely think you should have some for the old. If you're going up to 12, you need to have some that 12-year-olds are going to resonate with.
Okay.
All right, cool. So you're going to make that post?
You said in the Facebook or the Voxer?
No, in the Facebook group. I'm talking about our big community. I'll give you the
Oh,
link.
okay.
Yeah, so that way you get a lot more people in there. And then I can tag a couple of people. I'll give you the
Okay.
link to it. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
I would do that then.
Yeah, so all of us need to be using that group too for sourcing, asking questions, doing polls. Shashan, what words do people like? What are people interested in? Do they want a 30-day challenge, a 5-day challenge, a 10-day challenge? Drop it in the group and let me tag people. April, not April. Excuse me. Yes, April, you good?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Nicole, I keep checking on Nicole because I don't know if she's awake. I know she's here. Sharika, you're at the concert. What you got other than a new website, honey? That's all cute. Let us know if you need us in the chat, if you want to talk through anything, or if you want us to, I don't know if you're ready to share the website.
Oh,
I know
I'm
you asked everyone to follow your Facebook page.
yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. We left the concert, so I'm gonna leave my
Yes.
children. Hi. Um, so I went full steam ahead
Oh,
with
okay.
just branding myself. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I'm outside and I can't tell. So I've been posting to the group. I mean, not to my group, to the page. And I've actually gotten from the post 2 people message me and book calls. So I guess it's kind of working. And that was just from my post today. But if you guys could
What?
go page.
Hold on. Don't be, I guess it's kind of working. Can we give yourself some credit? Okay, because not every day do you be like, I'm leaving my job, I'm doing this full time, and I'm about to go all in on me, and then you get calls in 3 days. Come on now. Y'all kill me not wanting to dance for you. I dance for y'all. Y'all got to learn how to dance for yourself. Because I can't be dancing for everybody because I'll be dancing all day. My little dog, I just told you she ain't had no food. She'd be looking at me like, Mom. Congratulations, Sharika.
Thank
So I'm not letting the moment pass. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes.
you.
Okay, now you can finish.
Okay. Sorry, my boyfriend over here is mean to me. Um, um, so I got this site up. I'm still working through like all the pages. I just kind of threw it up there because I was like, if they come to my Facebook page and I have no site, it's gonna look stupid. So in between doing all the things that I do for new clients and stuff like that, I've been working on each page. And so if you could take a look, let me know like what's broken, what's missing, because looking at your own stuff is really hard. It would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
want to do a review. I also want to see your copy doc. You
oh yeah,
want everybody to look at it, or you just want me to look at it first?
yeah. Okay, Logan, thank you. Um, no, if you could just look at it first.
Yeah,
I
because I
haven't
already
even
started
on.
looking at it. I want to. Sorry.
There's
Go
no
ahead.
thank you page. There's no funnel. There's no emails. There's nothing. And I was just like, I just do it up there with a prayer and a whim. Thank you.
Well, that's how you do it. Done is better than perfect. We just got to get it done.
Yeah.
That's it. We just got to get it done, and we tweak it as we go, optimize it as we go. That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
You have
So
something, and
I had one
that
call.
clearly says who you are and what you do.
Yeah. I had one call today that went really well with a prior client, just letting him know that I'm revamping and this is what I'm doing. And he is very interested in moving forward with the work that we're doing for this company. So it's just, I don't know. I was just like, let me just spitball it. And he was just like, I want you to do this. So we are redoing one of his VIP days in February. And then if that goes well, then he will contract us for the rest of the year for his 6 VIP customers. So,
And that's going to go amazingly well. We're going to make sure of it.
yeah.
We're going to make sure of it. And you also have a partner now. So, you have load for once. This
Right. So she's going to just
I
handle
think
most
it's
of the
great.
doing, and I'm going to handle most of the client grabbing, front facing stuff. And she wants to be in the background. She doesn't want to do any of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there's value there too. We both know what it's like to be in the background and all the work that's there.
Exactly.
Perfect.
But that's it for me.
That's awesome. So right now, getting the website ready to build a funnel around the website specifically to are you doing application to call, or are you just doing call?
Right now I'm just doing call, like book a call with me, 15-minute call. Anything over 15 minutes, I'm going to charge for. Logan, that's not even your homework. Sorry. So yes, right now it's just book a 15-minute call, and I'm not really qualified. qualifying them until the call. I just want to get as many calls as possible to see if I can even service these people. And then I will decide whether or
Okay.
not on the call, if they are the right fit or not.
Okay. All right. So we'll move forward with the website review. Please give me the copy, Doc.
Okay, will do.
Awesome sauce. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Tashanta's I can't even. She's over there in Arizona with a plant behind her and a damn tank top on. It's like snowing. I'm in Buffalo. It's like got on boots and a fuzzy coat. My kids are fighting over hats. Oh my gosh. I got Izzy and James matching hats yesterday. It was so cute. All right, friends. So one announcement I have to make. Let me change my thing here. Let me spotlight myself real quick. So first, before I do that, does anybody else have anything that they want to talk about or jump on to get the support of the group, or any questions, anything you need to work through? Just want to make sure that we hear everybody's voice that wants to be heard. All right, so announcements. So next week is the 14th. We meet again. If you already got the notification, but I am going to be off on the 21st, not because of holiday, but I'm going to be off on the 21st because I am going off the grid for a couple weeks because I am having surgery next Friday. So technically I'm supposed to be off work for 10 weeks, but I'm going to take 1 week of like nothing. And then the rest of everything else I can do from the couch. And I'm still going to be available to all of you that talk to me on Voxer and by email and all the other ways that we communicate in the group. And for the calls, I just will miss our call on the 21st. Okay. So I just want to let you all know that. And so that if you're like, why is Tamara taking so long to respond? It's because I will be off from the 15th to the 22nd, which is a full week, 15th to the 22nd of December. Okay. Like I'm going to do my best to be completely off. And then I'll just catch up that weekend. All right. So if you need me to audit anything, review anything, get it to me as soon as possible. If you need it before the 22nd, get it to me as soon as possible. If there's some other big pressing thing, I know Nicole's, I don't know if Nicole's asleep or she has a bad connection, but Nicole just was working on a big proposal. Keisha, we were working on a big proposal. So some of us have some really big things pending. And that means I need to talk to you more often, which is great. But I just want to make sure I can get ahead of it and I can plan for it. So I don't have you, and Takwin, we're working on her Shopify Klaviyo situation. So that's another thing that we got to work through. So if we're working in tag teaming something that's really important, I don't want to not be available to you. So that's what I'm telling you ahead of time. So let's just pre-plan and think that through. And if you need to Vox me with anything, let me know so I can carve out the time and like, let's just get on a call so I can just walk through it and we can share our screens and we can just get it done, as opposed to the time it takes us to do it in Voxer, which is great. But if I'm going to be off for a week and you need it before that week, I want to make sure I serve you well. All right. So if no one has anything else, I hope you all have an amazing evening. I actually told you I had to get off at 7:30 and y'all like, bye tomorrow. I hope you all have an amazing evening. I will talk to you in Voxer. I will talk to you all over the places that I talk to you. Let's keep moving forward. Don't be too hard on yourselves. Everything, every little thing, every little step, every little amazing thing, I want you to dance. Don't forget to dance. Remember, you are fierce, you're amazing, and the fear, the mindset stuff, we all got it. But so what? The answer to like all the issues is like, but did you die though? No. So let's keep it going. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
Bye.